Alliance has opened a criminal case against Higher Education and Training Minister Dr. Nobuhle Nkabane. This is the latest act to have the minister removed after a complaint to Parliament's Ethics Committee and a report to the Public Protector. It comes on the back of a week of mudslinging as well between the GNU's two biggest partners. Vaylen Kirtley spoke to the DA's spokesperson, Karabo Khakhau.
You did ask the President on the 25th of June to fire the minister. That hasn't come to light. Or did you hear from the President at all?
We have not heard from the President at all. His spokesperson said the President hasn't even seen the letter, which is odd because that is clearly another lie. So it's clear that all the ANC does is lie mostly. But we have two charges that we've brought here today. One is the offence on fraud. The second one, because it's a mouthful, I'll read it. It's the statutory offence under Section 26 of the Powers, Privileges and Immunities of Parliament and Provincial Legislatures Act 4 of 2004. Those are the two charges that have brought us here that need to be investigated and hopefully see jail time for Minister Nkabane.
You've already reported the minister to the Ethics Committee for misleading Parliament. You've also asked the Public Protector to investigate her. Why take this step? Have you lost faith in what the Public Protector can do and also going through the structure set up by Parliament?
We certainly have not lost hope in all the processes that we've embarked in. But we are also of the opinion that if people are going to be brought to book, if we're going to call for the full muscle of the law to take its course, then we need to approach all avenues of the law. So the Ethics Committee within Parliament will take its course. That is a great step and we want to hear the conclusion thereof. The second process as a Chapter 9 institution of the Public Protector is also very important. But also as a party of a rule of law, we have a SAPS that is responsible for making sure that people are criminally charged for statutory offences and for fraud.
When was the decision made to lay criminal charges and take this next big step against the minister?
So when we laid the Public Protector complaint, the conversation around this was already on the table and when we're going to do it. It was just a matter of the actual date on when it's going to be. So it has always been part of the planning phase for the Democratic Alliance to do it. And you'd know that in the Portfolio Committee on Higher Education, I, on behalf of the Democratic Alliance, moved that the chairperson of the Portfolio Committee pursues this process of laying criminal charges against the minister because it is a criminal offence to lie before Parliament and by extension the people of South Africa. To date, the chairperson hasn't done anything of that sort, which is not surprising because, I mean, he does sit in the same caucus as Minister Nkabane, the ANC, and so he has a responsibility as far as their standards of integrity are concerned to protect Minister Nkabane.
This is, as much as this was part of a process that you had already begun, obviously what happened over the weekend can't be taken out of mind, where the DA did announce that they are going to be embarking on measures to get them, boycotting the budget, of which we're going to be seeing today. But how much do you actually expect that to do, considering that the DA's John Steenhuisen did say that you guys are going to be approving the globular budget? So how does going against just the budget in the higher education and training portfolio, how is that going to make an impact?
There's absolutely not an isolation of the whole process and the methods that we're seeking to have. What must be important to understand here, we're not objecting to the global budget because it's not each and every ministry that we have a problem with. We're not saying the whole government must not spend its money. We're saying Nkabane and Thembisi Melane and David Mahlobo can't be trusted to be spending money, because when you do give Nkabane the power to administer, to preside over money, she takes 19 billion rands of the people's budget and gives it to her ANC loyalists, cadres predominantly from KZN, instead of following a process that is honest, that is beyond reproach, that is able to put the best interests of South Africans, particularly young people who depend on a functioning CETA space for skills development and training altogether. So one, we know that she can't preside over that budget because of that reason, but we also know that even with the remainder of the budget as far as NSFAS is concerned, for as long as she has been in office, she has failed to turn around NSFAS itself. It's still a mess. The student accommodation is still a mess. We still have defunded students. We still have allowances that are coming in late at school. Everything is still a mess altogether. So we can't trust her in particular to use the budget that has been given to her. The same principle applies with Thembisi Melane. We cannot trust Thembisi Melane, whose hand has been caught in the quickie jar of a VBS, to now also take the responsibility of a human settlements budget. So we're voting against those particular targeted departments because we want a different minister to preside over them.
Do you think you guys are going to have support?
We certainly will have support from all political parties that have communicated to the people of South Africa that corruption matters, that they are anti-corruption. Now is an opportunity for them to show us if they truly mean it.
Well, we'll get to see a little bit later on today. 2 o'clock, the Minister of Higher Education and Training, Dr. Nobuhle Nkabane, will be appearing before the NCOP to table her budget, and then other members of the NCOP will have an opportunity to actually debate that. But that starts at 2 o'clock in Parliament. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Vaylen Kirtley.